Howdy y'all, Dr. Groovy here, Scott Grove of GroovyMusicLessons.com. Had a strange week here where I've had quite a few people actually, 4 or 5, asking about classical guitars and such and different subjects about classical, but I've never had so many people ask about them all at the same time. But I had a lady today, bought her first acoustic and it's classical. Um, she wanted to get something that involved everything at once. You know, everybody wants to learn everything at once. So I'm going to do my best to teach something that is melodic, as was asked, incorporates everything. Um, but I'm not actually going to teach you a song. I'm going to play 4 chords: C, A minor, G, and F. And I'm only going to play them through one time because that is all you're going to need for your first lesson. It really is. You don't need to be getting into a tune right now. This will get every finger working and get your mind actually in overload if you don't stop and take it little by little. So you're going to need to rewind, and I'm going to keep on trucking. That's what the rewind is for. So grab a little bit every day and take everything. And what they thing that gets old, as everybody says, make it your own. But really do it. Just mess around with it and make it whatever you want. If you make mistakes but it still sounds good, hey, you learned something. Go back, see what it was you did, and try to recreate it. And you never know, you might write a song your first day. Okay, so with those 3 chords, again, 4 chords, sorry. If you don't know them, look them up. Okay, I'm just going to trust that you know them, and I'm just going to play them instead of actually teaching you the chords. Okay, and I'll show you, of course, what fingers I'm using to finger pick with. Here are the 4 chords and exactly what I'm going to teach you. It's not a song, it is simply um, noise that is pleasant to listen to. Let's hope. Okay, so there's all that. So it covers quite a bit, and like I said, there's plenty here for you to work on without having to go through an entire tune. Okay, there's more here than most teachers would teach you in about a 6 month period. Okay, and it's a lot more challenging than anything they would teach you. Okay, so with our C chord, okay, just like hopefully you've went and learned it anywhere on the internet or wherever you may find it. You might find it on the streets and it's been cut. Yeah, that's right. They sometimes cut it with a B flat and little shavings off a capo. And it's hard to find a good pure C on the streets, but that's how it goes right there. Okay, so as far as the finger picking, there's going to be a lot of times when you're going to be doing 2 strings at the exact same time, so simultaneously, like the very first ones that are going to come out. Um, I use my thumb on a lot of strings. So like this whole intro thing. Okay, it's just, it goes all over the place. I don't use very many fingers on this hand. A lot of times when I'm playing with a guitar pick, I will actually I tuck it away under here, and then I use my pinky a lot for finger picking, but when I finger pick by myself without a pick, I never use anything other than pretty much these 3 fingers. Okay, so that's the way I'm going to teach it. If something feels better for you, by all means, please use it. Okay, so I'm going to use my thumb and my middle finger, and I'm putting, instead of the regular C, I'm putting my pinky over here on the 3rd fret, right here on the high E string, and I'm doing the A string and the high E string at the same time, doing kind of a crab pincher thing. Okay, and get your hand way back here so you're not um, killing a bunch of notes with the underside of your hand here on your pinky side, the meat of your hand. We want it back here on the bridge so it's kind of setting on it. And we're not going to be playing the low E string. So you see this little guy up here? He's touching this low E string so that it won't make any noise, because that string has no business being in this entire song until we get to the G chord. So we will use it even in the A minor to shut it up. Then when we go to the G, of course it's there. And when we go to the F, there's Mr. Thumb again. So keep an eye out, a brain out for this, okay? Because it's when you hear something really ugly in the low section, it's more than likely going to be that, okay? Okay, back to the crab things. A string and the high E string. We'll do it this way so you can see the fingers on this hand. So two together. First finger on the B string. Okay. First finger on the B string. Then I bring my thumb all the way down to the G string. Okay. So together, the A string and the E string. Okay. Right back to that again. Twice all the way through. Okay. It will slightly change up in what's called phrasing, which is like, you will play guitar, or you will play guitar. Phrasing is a word used on guitar playing. So it's okay. Notice how the second part of it comes in quicker than the other one. It's what's called a push beat. So instead of, and the next part will, next time we hit this high one. So they kind of jump out at you and just start a little earlier than you would think they do. Okay, but with you listening to this enough, you'll get it more than me trying to explain it to you. Okay, so again, here we go. The crab. Okay, back to this again, the crab. Okay, that's what we've got. Two of them together. Now we do this. Okay, everything's the same. Now we're going to do on the hand over here. I want you to look at it for now. Okay, so what's going to happen is you're going to have your pinky. You're still going to hit the crab. Then you're going to get rid of that pinky. And you're going to drop this finger right here on the B string down to the first fret of the E string. Still crab it. Okay, then switch. Take it off. So now we've just got two fingers. Crab it again. We're doing the same two strings. So we got. Okay. The next two are going to be crabbed again. That's just my name for it, but they're going to be on the A string and the B string. So we have the first three on the high E string. Now, third fret on the B string. Then right back to the regular C chord. Okay, so, and it goes by pretty quickly. So far we have. Okay. Now this A minor is going to come in pretty quick. Here's the last time that you'll hear until later at the end of the song, whatever song this is. It's your song. not by Elton John. Whole different thing. Okay, so it's okay. So that is the phrasing. After the, we're going to do, okay, we're going to go to A minor, and we're going to crab it again. We're going to do the A string, and we're going to do the crab on the A and the B string. Doing the hammer on, which means you take your finger from the open one, A minor, you're actually going to start it without that finger on there, and then you're going to play, and you push it down without picking it again. It takes getting used to. You'll probably do that one 100 times before you get it right. Okay? So after the, okay, and I do it this way with the crab thing. So that's called a hammer on, when you hit it once and then you hammer it on there. Okay? That's why it's called that. So just hit it once with the picking hand or the finger picking hand. I'm using my first finger down here on the finger picking hand, the crab on the G and the D, then A, okay? Okay. So another one of those anticipated notes, or they're just jump right out at you. They're quicker than the other ones. Again, phrasing. So after the, okay, one more time. Now I want that after it. All with the first finger. And then we're going straight to G. Okay, we're going to crab both high E strings. Okay. So you can do this however feels best to you. Crab them. I'm doing the crab, middle and the thumb. I'm doing the first finger all the way up to the G string, B string, and then thumb on the D. Okay? If you want to do different fingers, utilizing your middle finger, totally a beautiful thing because we will use a whole lot of stuff like that. Okay, but I'm okay. And putting my again thumb on the D string. Okay, so we have to the okay, we're just doing this once. Okay. And it's a matter of phrasing again. Okay. Then we go to the F. Okay. Looking at this hand, we're going to be doing the F. You can going, I'll show you the changes here. Lift up on the first fret, you're going to go open, but the other three will be here because right now you've got that flattened out on your first finger. Put your pinky down on the B string, third fret. The high E string is still open, so you've got okay. It's going to do it almost 3 times. Okay, on your finger picking hand, and that's going to be this way. The crab again. D and E strings, middle and thumb. See, there it is, just regular. I'm sorry, my bad. Okay. Okay, that's how I'm going to settle it right there. Just taking a few minutes to analyze myself. Okay, thumb and first finger, D and E string. And then first finger on the B, thumb on the G. Lift that finger off. Okay. Okay, that's it. Exactly the same thing, crab. Okay, on these two, the D and the E. Crab, lift up that finger. Okay, now what we're actually going to do is every time we put the pinky on, we're going to hit that. With our middle finger, I'm finally using it. I think. Right there. Okay. Okay, so we get up to that part. We do 2.5 of these. We finally do that crab at the end. Right there. So this is the third time. Just that far. Okay, there we are on the last chord. Back to C. We're just doing the crab thingy again on the A string and the B string. Okay. Okay, so okay, so from the C, so we're doing G and D with our finger here, with our first finger, G string, D string. Now we're going to do a crab with the A string and the D string. Not quite. They're just going to be real close. Sorry for the crab reference again. So hit the A string. Now we're actually going to have a pull off. Few of them. Okay, so I'll show you what those are. Hit the A string, put down your pinky at the 3rd fret on your D string, go upward with it. Okay, so you're actually, just like you're picking it here, you're going to pick downward with your pinky. Okay. Now that other one you're going to hear is the D string with that guy sitting there. He's going to pull off without you picking him. He's just going to pick. So you got. Now we finally hit it. Okay. I like 3 fingers being the thumb, 1st finger, and the middle finger, playing these 3 strings as you do a hammer on. So you lift up that guy at the 2nd fret and put it back on. It's just the last note. Okay. So you got. Okay, so you only pick it one time with your thumb, then your finger, pull it off, pull off the middle finger, and while it's off, hit all 3 strings simultaneously, like this, and then hammer that string back on. You can add the last 2 strings in if you like. Okay, so you got. Whatever you want to do at the end. So there's the whole thing in its entirety. Again, of course, picking it apart this slowly slows me down too, and I gotta think, which always hurts. But hopefully this is something that gets you going, and it's party enough to make you want to keep going. Again, in its entirety, here you go. Okay, so I went ahead and just did the first part twice because I thought it sounded good. So that's more like I just showed it to you. So there you go. Have fun again. Take it and do it little by little. Change things up by making mistakes. That's just how we find the cool stuff. Um, the mistakes are usually the funnest part. So hope you enjoy it, and all you classical guitar pickers out there. Um, yeah, all the planets lined up, and we got to do not actually classical music, but got to use a little classical guitar. Okay. Take care, and if you need more lessons on that, let me know. All right. Be groovy. I am. Later.